Hey, I'm Shana Ross with Shana Ross Fitness. We're going to do a quick, healthy dinner that you can easily do after a hard day's work. It's going to take you less than 10 minutes to make this beautiful, nutritious meal. All right, so what we're going to do today is quick, healthy dinner idea using salmon and a kale avocado salad, and we're going to do some fun things with some kitchen tools. We're going to introduce the kitchen scale, which is very important to know that you're getting the right amount of food, and we're also going to use a juicer. Anytime you can cook with fresh citrus, whether it be limes, which I'm going to use on the salmon, or lemon, which I'm going to use in the kale, it is a great way to add extra flavor without putting a lot of calories in your food. So you just need some very good basics. A nice juicer is very nice to have around. All right, so let's get started. And again, we're going to use the iPhone to time everything. All right, so I've taken the salmon from the refrigerator. That's all I've done ahead of time. Put it in the scale. It is exactly 5 ounces, which is about what you need. I've washed it off, patted it dry, and then I'm going to take just a little bit of olive oil. Let's go ahead and start the timer so we can see how long this takes, because remember, start. Okay, we're rolling. You want to be able to come home after a busy day at work and cook something easy and fast so that you don't have to take out food and bring it home. All right, I just put about a teaspoon of olive oil in my hands. I'm going to brush it over the salmon so that the seasoning stays. Again, I'm a big fan of Penzi spices. Fox Point tastes absolutely fabulous on salmon. Gives it a nice light flavor. And that's what you need because salmon can be a stronger fish. And so many people know that it's good for them, but they think that it's really complicated to prepare, and it's not. So again, just a little bit of olive oil, pat the seasoning on, get the skillet going. I'm going to take it just off of high heat because I want to get just a little bit of heat on there so that when I put the salmon in, it starts to sear. Now, something really, really important with salmon, and one reason it is such a great meal to cook in the evening when you don't have a lot of time, is it's quick. It's very, very quick to prepare because you don't want to cook it very long. It's better if it's just lightly sauteed on each side. That way it doesn't get dry. So you just want to feel the heat in the pan. It's feeling really good. Doesn't need to heat up a lot. Just going to place the fillet in, no additional oil. Remember, salmon is a fattier fish, and we already have some olive oil on the salmon. So we're just going to place it in. And I'm going to give a quick squeeze of some lime juice. And we're just going to continue to do that as the salmon cooks. Now, here's what makes the dinner so quick. As the salmon begins to cook, then we're going to go over and I'm going to show you how to start working on the kale avocado salad. And again, this is where our juicer is going to come in. All right, I have beforehand, before I put the salmon in the pan, I took the kale off of the stalk. And it has a very big stalk, so it's really, really easy to take off, as you can see. Now that I have it cleaned and ready to go, you just bunch it up and chop it very coarsely. You don't want it to be in big chunks. You don't want it to be just cut up into little tiny pieces. It needs to be a little chunky, which is great because it takes less time to do that. Now remember, while you're doing this, you've got to keep an eye on the salmon and make sure that it's not cooking too quickly. All right, so our kale's ready to go. Half an avocado. Let's pull the skin off here. Good. Now, all you're going to do is just take the avocado, mash it up, and work it into the kale. And you can't be afraid to get dirty in the kitchen. You got to get in there with your hands. Work the food. You don't want big chunks of the avocado. Just continue to work it in. And of course, if you're going to be doing this, you need a pretty ripe avocado. If you don't have ripe ones in the store, go ahead and buy them a little green. All you need to do is put them in a brown paper bag for a couple of days, and you will have nice ripe avocados that you can then pop into your refrigerator, and they'll keep. All right, I'm going to go out of frame right quick and check the salmon, but I'm going to be right back. Hang on. It's looking good, not quite ready to turn yet. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and turn it. You can probably hear it. It's really starting to cook. Okay, we're going to finish off the kale. Juicer. This is the great thing about having a juicer. When you juice it, all of the pulp and seeds are collected. So you don't have to worry about that going into your salad. Now, I'm putting the juice of a whole lemon. It's up to you to decide how tangy you want this to be. So we're just going to drizzle the juice over the kale. This also helps to keep the avocado from turning brown. Work it in. Get a little messy, throw some around. If it hits the floor, I have a dachshund, so I never have to worry about cleaning up because they're little carpet sharks. They'll eat anything. All right, to finish it off, we're just going to take a little bit of sea salt, sprinkle it over. This is optional. You can do it if you want. Don't have to. That's it. Our kale avocado salad is done. Going to go back over to the salmon, see how we're doing. I'm going to grab the plate because we're really close to being done. And look at this. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? One final squeeze of some lime juice. Let's look at the other side. Just like that. Let's plate it. Check the time. 6 minutes, 16 seconds. We're going to stop it there. Right, if you want to be fancy like the chefs on TV, clean up any drips. At least I see them do it. Come on over. Let's get some kale. Very nice. Good, and since I used lime on the salmon, then we'll take a little bit, plate it with it, and there we go. In less than 10 minutes, I have come home from a hard day at work. I have prepared an extremely healthy, nutritious meal, great omega-3s in the salmon. Kale is extremely nutritious. It's one of the most nutritious, fibrous carbohydrates that you can get. You notice I've left the starchy carb out because at night it's better if you don't replenish with all of that energy and all of that glucose that carbs break down into once that you start to ingest them. So this is a beautiful meal to relax, come home to, get ready to go to bed, and I just can't think of anything that tastes better or is more healthy. So that's quick dinner. I've got a quick breakfast that you can also look at. Eat healthy, get up and move, and you're on your way. Thanks a bunch.